Morning wee. It's about 7:30 here and sunny so far. I don't know that the forecast called for sun. We don't get a lot of sun here. I'm standing against the brick wall of the daycare down there. There's garbage pickup today. I hear the guy running through the neighborhood with a bell. That's how they let you know there's going to be garbage pickup. Guy goes running through the neighborhood with a bell. Huh. I'll have to go check that out because they got a lot of garbage in the back of the car. And that's the middle class neighborhood just across that main drag down there where that truck just went by. And I've parked over there a lot. That mostly works out fine, but no Wi-Fi. This is where the modem for the Wi-Fi is that feeds the school and the daycare. And there are the big power towers. This is where it all went down 2 days ago with the big trucks coming down through here. And right behind that green van over there, can't see that it's green with the light in my eyes, is where the punk lives, the Tipo. I'm not worried about him this morning. He'll be sleeping in late. And I'm not too worried about him today, although I do have my weapon over here. I'll show you this. I picked this up in Kentucky somewhere. It was the paddle that controls the lazy boy that had been put out in the garbage. I'm locking my doors because of that punk. But it's easy to get in. I just go right in through here, pull that up. And right here, conveniently placed, I have my tool of the trade. Lazy boy. I'll turn him into a lazy boy. And I would use it on him. This morning I went to look in the back for a tire iron, which would be even a more expensive and more wicked weapon. But it's too buried under stuff, so I'm not going to use it. And too dangerous. It might inflict too much damage. You know, there's a precedent for a punk threatening me. The 13 days back in Victoria, way back. First big stop in Mexico, back in March and April. I spent 13 days on the mechanical compound of Josue, who had helped me with my car in the city of Victoria, and then I guess he got his car. No, he didn't get it going. I don't know. Maybe he got it going and took it out to his shop out in La Libertad. Sweet little country community just outside of Victoria. And I spent 13 days on the compound there, and I was pulled up under a canopy. There was like 6 bays. It was mostly his dad's shop there, because his main shop was in the city of Victoria. But he did work there too. And he lived right next to the bays in a little concrete house, him and his wife and 2 kids. And also living there were his dad, who was a great guy, really a gem of a man, highly admired by everybody, and his younger brother. And Josue and his younger brother had grown up in Houston for about 15 years. And the younger brother was a lost soul, 28, something like that, and doing nothing. He theoretically helped around the shop, but he mostly sat and drank and smoked all day and played with his phone. And very bitter about racism in the U.S. Very bitter against his older brother, who hates him and is a really hard worker. Josue works like a dog and is actually a very skilled mechanic. He said, when I was at his shop in town, I saw him working on a BMW. I said, "You work on Beamers too?" He says, "I'm skilled in repair of 62 different kinds of cars." And I bet he is. He's pretty brilliant. But that punk, at first we got along well because he spoke good English, but he's wanted to be alpha with me, and that didn't work. And when it didn't work, he hated me. And one time when he was especially disrespectful to me, his dad creamed him. His dad supports him. He lives off, sponges off his dad. And so he really hated that. So one particular night, He was drunk out there and playing his music really loud about 15 feet away with a big speaker, 15 feet away from my car, late into the night. So about midnight I had it. I got out of the car and said, okay, let's settle this. And I had illusions of myself as a fighter. And I got my comeuppance when he said, oh yeah? And he grabbed my wrist. I thought, fuck, he's got a strong grab. He's such an anemic, lost soul. I thought he was weak, but he's not. And he also carries tremendous rage. He says, good, let me get my phone going. I want to videotape this so people can see that before I demolish you, you challenge me. I thought, fuck, I'm in trouble. And I called for his dad, who was just feet away, sleeping behind the wall. I said, you better come out here, I'm in trouble out here. And he broke it up. And by the next day, that guy had been severely disciplined and was a hard worker. Wooly was around everywhere. And I said to Josue later, well, maybe I served a purpose if we caused that crisis. He says, no, we've seen rounds of that. He'll shape up for a day or two and then he's lost. So, I do have a history of going, you know, these young punks could demolish me. I don't think this guy could, but I would use a weapon. Yeah. Now, the reason my charge got dropped so easy back in Asheville for punching that guy was because I did not use any kind of a weapon. But it's a whole different charge if you do use any kind of a weapon, I think including that paddle. I don't know, I'm not sure about that. But everybody hates him here. So, my plan, but he is, for all his attempt to play macho with me, he's not at all. And I don't think he'll do anything. But if I run into Oscar, my friend over here, I will get him to jump my car and move it down there. But if I get my money today, I will get him to jump my car, or a Rubio who lives just a few blocks from here, and drive in that direction. You can see the cars down there, that's the main drag coming into Las Trancas. Just on the other side is the plaza that's got the AutoZone, where possibly they will just replace it because it's stamped for 12th month of December. Maybe they'll replace it, or else I'd have money. Okay, so that's an update on that. And I do want to do a little update about science and spirituality, because last night my phone again ran out of memory. I went through just now and cleaned out a whole, not just now, last night I got super aggressive and deleted every video I could find that was dark, that was made in the dark. Regardless of content, I just wanted to boom, 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 boom. And now I've got a little bit of a buffer on my memory. So let me do another video about science and spirituality.